What's up? What's up? What's up? Of course, it's me, your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Report. Shoot another awesome video, cause that's what we do, man. We want to welcome you guys to the channel and thank you for your support. If it's your first time here, welcome. Glad to have you. All right. So what we do here at Consumer Appliance Report is that we review appliances. So if you're in need of a new appliance just to upgrade, if you're in need of a new appliance because it's already broken down and you're looking to purchase one, what we do here is we review appliances. So we give you the best appliances that's out there. We also give our overall grade and let you know what we think and what we recommend, and so that you can make a good decision on purchasing the best appliance that's for you. All right, so we break it down into functions and features. We talk about the parts, how much it would cost you if it needs repair. We talk about price as well, and we also factor in the manufacturer warranty, how much you're receiving or how much you're getting from the manufacturer, and then of course we give you our overall grade. For this particular video, we're going to focus on the LG front load washer. Man, we're going to break this thing down, dive into the lab, and the first thing that we're going to talk about is the functions and features. So let's go, let's get it, let's make it happen. All right, let's get it. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're going to talk about the functions and the features. All right, so what happens if this unit is already purchased, you got it in your home, it's already being installed, it's just waiting for you it's waiting for you to actually turn the unit on. All right, what buttons did you going to press? What's the best cycle to use? We're gonna help you with that. All right, so let's dive into the functions and the features. All right, so from looking at the appliance, from what we can see here, man, this is the front of the wash machine. This is how you communicate with the wash machine. You gotta press the buttons on the door. All right, so this is unique to just LG right now, especially with the huge display that you can see there and the glass, man. All right, so that's pretty cool there. So that's good. Let's dive into this joint real quick. So when you're looking at this unit, let's look at it. Of course, you have the LG logo. It's also telling you what type of motor it is. An inverter with direct drive. It also has HE, which is high efficiency, so you want to make sure you use the proper soap. It also has a motion. It has a TurboWash. It's Energy Star, and it also has a smart thin Q. That's how you communicate with the unit. On the left side, it's telling you all the steam cycles, which is normal, heavy duty, bedding, sanitary, allergen, bright whites, tub clean. All right, so that's good there. So that's the washer door. You also have the jumbo wash, which is a part of the steam cycle as well. All right, so let's look at the other side. You have your turbo wash to the right, you have your cold wash, you have your extra rinse, which is also double as a drum light. You have your pre-wash that doubles as the child lock. You have your signal, which is grind mode, remote, high, low, and off. You also have your soar, which is heavy, normal, and light. So you have in between there. You also have your spin, which is extra high, high, medium, low, low spin. You have your temperature, which is extra hot, hot, warm, cold, and tap cold. You also have where it says true balance, anti-vibration system that helps the unit with the vibration. Of course, we already talked about the inverter, and it's telling you it has a 10-year warranty on the motor. All right, so that is on the decal of the wash machine. You have your steam, which and is also double as your fresh care. You have your smart grid, which is your remote start. You have your delay wash, which is your Wi-Fi button, and you also have custom programming as well, or program saved. All right, you also have the sensing on top of that, which is your sensing. Right, normally your wash machine senses your cycle before you start it up. It also has a wash, let you know when it's washing. When it's rinsing, it lets you know when it's rinsing. And when it's spinning, it lets you know when it's spinning. All right, and of course you have up top where the star is, which says press and hold 3 seconds for extra functions. All right, so that's where you have added stuff there that you can press when the button does multiple things. You have your hold to start, so you want to hold it to start it up. All right, so that is cool. So we can dive into some of the stuff that it has here as well. Inside of this washing machine, man, you have a lot of functions, a lot of features that you can use to your disposal when you're using this washing machine, man. So we can dive into some of this stuff here so that we can actually talk about it, and you know what this appliance is all about. Alright, so where are we going to start from? We can start where it says normal, right? You have your normal cycle, right? It says for general laundry such as cotton, t-shirts, or towels. Alright, so it's telling me to see page 26. So I'm just going to go to page 26 so we can dive into this joint so you can see that joint. Alright, the cycle settings. Let's get into here. It says use this cycle to wash all normal items except delicate fabrics such as wool or silk. Alright, so it's telling you that when you're dealing with the normal setting. You also have your heavy duty, right? Heavy duty soils. This cycle is for washing heavy duty soil laundry through more powerful tub rotation. So normally we'll have a chart to let you know exactly what cycles is what's the best cycles depending on the setting that you use. Just want to check to see if they have anything like that at all inside of here, so we can get a little bit more better understanding. No, I don't see it. If it does, we can download it in the owner's manual. Okay, right, so we have it here, cycle guide. Great, this is what I love to talk about. So when let's talk about the cycle guide, we can read that. Normal, cotton, linen, towels, shirts, sheets, jeans, mixed loads. Alright, it also tells you the time in minute, 26 to 53 minutes. The wash temperature, extra hot, warm, cold, tap cold, spin, giving you spin speeds. It's also giving you the soil, so it's also letting you know if it operates during the steam, if it's a cold wash, delay wash, extra rinse, pre-wash, all these added additional options you can choose from, and turbo wash as well. All right, heavy duty, heavy soil, cotton fabrics. It's not really specific. All right, bedding. Let's go into that. It says large items such as blankets and comforters. All right, I'm not a huge fan of putting comforters inside people's washing machine unless you're familiar with it. It's gonna make a lot of noise. It's probably gonna move. All right, it might damage your machine. So you want to be extra careful when you're putting in comforters inside your machine, and you want to be aware of what you're doing, because you're gonna call a technician to come out and say something is wrong with it when it could just be a heavy load. That happens all the time. All right, keep that in mind. Sanitary, you're talking about heavy soiled underwear, work, clothes, diapers, etc. All right, you have allergen, which is great. This cycle works is a benefit to me that deals with allergies. For you that deal with allergies, man, it's a huge issue, right? Cotton, underwear, pillow covers, bed sheets, baby wear. All right, great. I love the sanitary as well for, of course, at a time like this with COVID and germs. You just want to make sure you use some of those cycles that's going to benefit you. Bright whites, white fabrics. It's just a brighter name, a nice name to say white fabrics or whites. All right, you have your tub clean. All right, in this interesting setting, it says the cycle is designed to remove a mildewy or musty smell. So you want to make sure you do the tub clean. Your washing machine is smart enough to let you know when you need a tub clean at times. It might give you a tub clean symbol. It might say TCL. So that means might be tub clean. Something similar to that to let you know that the tub needs to be clean, because there's a sensor that senses the soil inside the water. So if that's dirty, it will let you know that. So you want to keep that in mind. But you want to clean this at least once a month. Right, you want to do this once a month. Select that cycle just to clean your machine. Awesome there. All right, cool. You have your jumbo wash. That's for comforters as well, so you can use that. Permanent press, dress shirts, pants, wrinkle-free clothing, poly cotton blend clothing, tablecloths. You got your delicates, which is dress shirts, blouses, nylons, sheer or lacy garments. Whew. Towels, you already know what towels are. Simple towels. That's all they got there is for towels. So I will use the towel setting for towels, right? Because it's for that. Speed wash, limited soil clothing and small loads. Rinse and spin, rinse, drain and spin only. That's all it is. And of course you have your download cycle. It says normally stored in small loads, right? Default small loads. All right, so we can talk about some of that stuff as well. That's why I like the grid. So we're gonna have that so you guys can see that when we're discussing this actual appliance. All right, so that's cool there as well. Loving that joint. All right, so we might have to go back some, right? Yeah, I wanted to go back a little to dive into some of these functions and features up here. All right, so let's see what they got. Talked about some of these settings, jumbos. You can talk about some of these smart grids, or the steam setting. All right, so setting options before cycle. I'm not going into all that. All right, so we can talk about the smart grid. It says the smart grid appliance can communicate with local utility companies that are equipped with smart grid equipment. What? Yo, bro. So you will have to connect that in a certain way, and that's on page 32 of the owner's manual. You can look into that. All right, you got your remote start. It says use a smartphone to control the appliance remotely or monitor the cycle operation to see the remaining time left in the cycle. All right, so it's gonna teach you inside of the owner's manual how to do that as well. All right. So the smart grid is to reduce energy costs from washing clothes by avoiding peak usage periods. All right, it also have the smart diagnostics. All right, so that's one of the things we can dive into before we get into that joint, because I like the LG product, man. Like the smart diagnostic that sits here, you can see that, right? That's telling you that about the machine. So I could play that some so we can see the smart diagnostics right there. Smart diagnostics. All right, it says use your phone to record the smart diagnostic signal. If you have any problems with your appliance, the application can analyze the signals and help you solve the problem without waiting for a tech. That's what that is for. And it breaks it down so that you can see it. It also have laundry stats and smart message. Again, the dryer and this are somewhat similar in a lot of the functions and the features that it has. It says the laundry stats will tell you basic stats about your appliance, such as your cycle history and basic maintenance timing. All right, so this is the laundry stat. Smart message, it says when the cycle is complete or the appliance has problems, you have the option of receiving push notifications on your smartphone. All right, so that's where we are. You can get communication from your smartphone, from your appliance, from your washing machine. Energy monitoring, your washer energy usage is affected by the cycle and options, so you may see some changes in energy usage from one cycle to another. Man, whew. Note, it says you must first connect to a gateway and register your appliance in order to use the energy monitoring functions. All right, that's cool there. So that's telling you some of the stuff that you can do there. Download cycle, we can look at that. This is the download cycle feature of this appliance. Allow you to download new and special cycles that are not included in the basic cycles on the appliance. Appliances that have been successfully registered can download a variety of specialty cycles specific to the appliance. Only one cycle can be stored on the appliance at a time. Once cycle download is completed in the washer, the product keeps the download cycle until you change it to a new download cycle. All right, boom. So you can do that. That's the download cycle, man. Way too much stuff, but again, whatever makes our job a lot easier, that's what it's gonna be. All right, so of course we talked about that download, the smart grid, the remote. That's cool there. We talked about the different cycles and the cycle settings. All right, so that's cool there. Saving energy, that's going to be inside of the owner's manual as well. You can check that stuff out. I just want to make sure that we talked about everything that is needed as far as these cycles, man, as well. So I don't want to really miss too much there. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so we talked about that. Just want to say the steam set, fresh care. I want to get into the fresh care a little bit just to see what they're saying about the fresh care. We can dive into that real quick so we'll know what they're talking about. All right, let's do this. It says a couple things. Selecting your custom cycle, custom program. I don't know if we discussed that a little bit. It says recall a custom wash cycle that was previously saved. So you have certain cycles that you can actually save. You have the TurboWash, right? It says adding a TurboWash option reduces cycle time and produce good performance in normal cycle. Using TurboWash save time without sacrificing performance. All right, so you have that. You have a pre-wash or pre-washing. That's there, pre-wash for 15 minutes when clothes are covered in dirt or dust. This feature is suitable for heavily soiled items. Man, you got the drum light inside the machine. I forgot to mention that as well, but we'll talk about that later. All right, so here we have the Fresh Care Tumble Clothes to prevent wrinkles. It says use this function when you are not able to take out your clothes as soon as the washer cycle ends. So you can add this cycle as extra, so you can get extra tumbling. All right, so that's good. Awesome there. I like that joint. All right, so that's cool there. I think we mentioned everything that we could possibly think of right now with this appliance, man. So everything is broken down, so we can actually let this joint roll for a second and dive into that. All right, so up here is where your dispensers are. All right, so there's your pre-wash and your main wash. That's the dispenser to allow you to fill up with soap. All right, so that's cool there. You can do that. Let's let that roll again. See what else we got. All right, so then you have your fabric softener, and it says liquid bleach. All right, so whatever it states on there, that's what you're supposed to use. I wouldn't even use anything outside of that. All right, liquid bleach. You'd be shocked and surprised how many people just use this, whatever it is that they can in there. All right, that's not how that works. All right, so keep that moving, and of course you can slide that up and then close it back. It should be absolutely fine. And that's how you open the door. You can see everything in the door, and this is your inner tub that you put your clothes in. All right, so we'll talk about that as well. And this is called your cabinet cover. That's the whole entire door. All right, that's the whole entire door there, and your latch. Your door and your latch. Let me go back a little bit. So that's the whole door and the latch. All right, so you just want to be careful the latches doesn't break, but it's not pretty common. All right, so this is your inner tub where you put your clothes in. And the baffles that's spinning around, the gray components that you see there, that's the baffles. Want to be careful of that. And then of course you have your door boot seal, and this is your gasket. You want to make sure you clean this periodically. Go into it, use bleach and water. We also have a video to show you how to clean it. You want to use mostly water, not a lot of bleach. Bleach is extremely strong, so you want to be super careful with that. But you want to be able to clean the gasket, pull on the gasket. It could develop mold, it smell. Best thing that you want to do for front loaders is leave the door open. All right, leave the door open. Leaving the door open helps the unit to get fresh air, so it doesn't create mold and build up and have a nasty smell. All right, so you could get inside of that, man. Get inside of that joint. And this is where the drum light is. The drum light is right here. All right, so you have a light inside the wash machine. All right, so that's cool there. All right, and then of course you got the pedestal at the bottom. You got the pedestal at the bottom. Different settings and different cycles. You have normal, intimate, hand wash, active wears, rinse and spin, tub clean, smart diagnostics, warm water, extra rinse, child lock, all that type of stuff there, man. So so you can wash stuff in the top and in the bottom, and of course you have the direct drive motor there as well, which is awesome. Really pretty cool by LG that they have that function and the feature there. All right, so that's cool. We can dive into that a little bit to see what they have on the LG talking about this washing machine. All right, so a couple things that you notice is that it has wash, rinse, and spin. Tell you exactly what part of the cycle that it's in. Dealing with LG there. You also have the settings or the arrows that you use to press down, so you'll be able to select whatever settings that you want. You also have the control lock when the machine is locked, or you can actually lock the controller or child lock. You see the button here where it says extra rinse. You hold that, press for 3 seconds. You can actually lock out the unit, so it doubles as an extra rinse button and it doubles as a child lock button. So that's cool there. Awesome. You have your warm water in that setting, in that cycle there. That's cool as well. Then of course you have your power to the left and then your start button to the right. That's how you do that there when you're dealing with that appliance. Power it up, start it up. Pretty simple stuff, man. Pretty simple stuff, man. Pretty cool there. I kind of like it. Again, you can wash multiple things. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's see what else we got here, so we can dive into some of the stuff. I might have to look up some stuff on this pedestal just to see if there's anything. So that's the lid. You lift up the lid so that you can see that stuff there, put that stuff in there. There's not a lot of stuff you can put in there, you know, so I'm not gonna front and act like you can put like a real full load in there. But if you have extra stuff that you want to do multiple things at the same time, I would probably, me personally, would probably put like lingerie and underwear, socks. Alright, I will put that type of stuff in there because that can get lost in the upper machine. So I will probably use that for like the smaller stuff, man, because it's probably better that way. You know what I mean? It's probably better that way. And then you got the tub. You can see in the tub, and we spin the tub. Issue, this cap normally breaks, so you want to be careful with that cap because it can rip your clothes up and damage the machine. And stuff, so that's cool. Let's see what else we might have. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I find anything on it outside of what I just mentioned. Anything specific. Let's go back a little bit where it says this. Let me see if the settings. It has heavy. No, it doesn't have sort laundry, colors, grouping. It doesn't have anything like that. Alright, let's see what we got. Estimate time remaining. Let's see. Turn on washer. I'm just trying to see if I can find some of these settings. You have intimates is like, alright, so let's break down some of these to the laundry chart. Normal is normal. Lightly soiled cotton, t-shirts, towels, jeans, and mixed loads. I don't know if I'll put that in there. You probably can. You can try it out to see what will work. Intimates is like lingerie, underwear, pajamas, delicates. That's probably what I would put in there all the time. Hand wash or sweaters, knits, items, labels, hand wash, etc. Active wear, especially design or treated performance clothing. Rinse and spin, of course, rinse, pre-treat stains, and rinse off soap. And then, of course, you have your tub clean and removes mildew and odor. Alright, so that's cool there. Alright, active wear is used this cycle to wash performance garments that are specially designed and treatment for sports. Alright, so that's what the active wear is for. Alright, it says use the intimate cycles to wash shrinkle wood. Use this cycle to wash delicate items such as lingerie or sheer or lacy clothes, which could easily be damaged in a normal cycle. Alright, one of the things I wanted to focus on when I saw it was warm water. The warm water option is selected by default on the normal and intimate cycles. It can be deselected by pressing the warm cycle button. The water temperature cannot be set on the rinse and spin. Alright, so outside of that, that's it. That's the little mini washing machine there. Everything is good there. We can let this joint run a little bit and talk about it, see it move, see what's going on there. But this is the LG unit, LG washer, both front loader and the bottom washing machine that you can put stuff in. An awesome machine that costs a lot of bread, man. So you're going to check out the price portion of this video. This is just the functions and the features. Alright, so we'll talk to you soon when we finish dissecting this joint. Peace. Alright, so this is the price portion of the video. So we're going to discuss how much it costs. How much you want to pay for this joint. Alright, so let's go to LG's website. Right now, according to LG's website, the color is a graphite steel, so it's about $1,700. So you're looking at $1,799.99. All right, so this wash machine, that's the price according to LG. They're not really giving you anything else, not much here and there. Outside of that, that is it. All right, so you can actually see the picture, see what takes place. This is LG's top of the line wash machine. All right, so let's dive into that. Let's see what else. Let's go to Best Buy. Not only do they have it in a 5.2 cubic feet, they have it in a 6.2 cubic feet. That's the biggest one that we were able to find when we started researching this appliance online. All right, so according to Best Buy, you're looking at $17.99. All right, no difference in the price there. The only difference that they have here is that you can pay monthly, which is $100 for the next 18 months to pay for this wash machine. All right, so seem like that's the going rate. Seem like that's the going price. Get it out your mouth, man. For this particular wash machine, let's see what else what they might have. All right, so we're going to Lowe's. Let's see what Lowe's have. So right now, Lowe's have it for $19.99. I told y'all sometime Lowe's is a little bit special. They're a little bit, they always a little bit higher than everybody else. All right, but right now you can purchase this appliance for $19.99. All right. I did notice the video that we shot on this intro. They had it in the Best Buy store for $1,200, but it was an open box in my local area. So you might want to go around and shop and see if you can find it that way. That's probably the cheapest that you're going to get it for right now, unless they actually started marking the unit down. All right, but as of right now, what you can see, this front load LG wash machine is going for about $1,700 to about $1,900, so we can round it up to about $2,000 for this particular unit. All right, so that's the price that you're gonna pay. So we're gonna dive into the next portion of the video so that we can take care of that for you guys. All right, peace. All right, so this portion of the video, we're gonna discuss the warranty. All right, warranty. What are you getting as far as the manufacturer warranty for this front load LG wash machine? All right, so let's dive into that real quick so that we can find out what it is that you're getting. All right, so I like to use the Home Depot website. Even though the dishwasher is discontinued and is no longer available on the Home Depot website, they still was able to help us out with understanding the warranty. All right, so let's dive into that to see what we are getting. All right, so we have LG wash machine limited warranty. All right, so let's go and check this out. It says, note, replacement products and repair did I say must? I said replacement products and repair parts may be new or factory remanufactured and are warranted for the remaining portion of the original unit's warranty period or 90 days, whichever is longer. Please retain dated receipt or delivery ticket as evidence of the date of purchase. For proof of warranty, you may be required to submit a copy to LG or authorized representative. All right, so that's why it's important for you to hold on to your receipts. All right, make sure you do that. All right, so let's start off with the first warranty period. Right, it has a 1 year from the date of purchase, original retail purchase, both parts and warranty. All right, so it says scope of warranty, any internal functional parts and labor. Remark, LG will provide parts and labor to repair or replace defective parts. All right, so that comes with the standard manufacturer warranty there. So that's good. This machine also has a 10 years from date of original purchase or retail purchase. Let me read that again. 10 years from the date of original retail purchase. You have the drum motor, stator, rotor, and hall sensor. All right, so that's a 10-year warranty. All right, so that's good to know there as well. It says parts only. Customer will be responsible for any labor or in-home service to replace defective parts. All right, so again, when we do the parts portion of this video, we're going to show you guys the parts that's covered as far as the 10-year warranty by LG. All right, the next one, it says lifetime from the date of original retail purchase, stainless steel drum. All right, so that's the inner drum that you put your clothes in. that drum can break or crack and cause your washing machine to make loud noises, to smoke, and to rip up the door boot seal, aka the gray gasket inside the washing machine. Rip it up and put a hole in it, and it could damage it because it pushes your tub forward. All right, but again, we'll show you a picture of that when we're talking about the parts portion of this video. But as far as the warranty, that part is covered for the lifetime of the washing machine. All right, and this stuff is to the original owner, so you want to keep that in mind as well. All right, so we are going to discuss, or just show you guys, if you want to pause this portion of the video, stuff that's covered and stuff that's not covered. That's pretty normal for LG to go through some of this stuff, so you'll know what you're getting yourself into. All right, and if you want to contact LG directly, you have numbers here that you can call that's going to help you to be able to get in contact with LG directly if you have any questions. Of course, if you're in different parts of the area, in Canada and stuff like that, this is covered to a certain period of time as well, depending on you know, it's just a little bit different. So we could probably look at that a little bit. All right, so it has the 1-year manufacturer warranty, parts and labor, right? 10-year warranty on the direct drive motor, stator, rotor, hall sensor. It says extended component warranty, parts only. Consumer will be charged for labor rate 1 year from the date of purchase. And on the tub, it's a 5-year warranty instead of the 10-year warranty. All right, so that's good there. All right, so you're still getting some good information, whether you're in the US or whether you're in Canada. All right, so good to know there. So you can see that information, limited warranty. Again, I'm just going to scroll down, so if you want to pause it, you can take the time to read some of this information, the stuff that's covered, stuff that's not covered. That's always good to look at because it's a benefit. All right, it's a benefit. All right. So again, it breaks it down. Limited warranty does not cover in the following cases. So again, remove the transit bolts and the tub support, clean the gasket and door glass, clean the filter. So this is all this type of stuff that's not covered. This is a little bit more detailed than I was expecting. All right, so let's talk about that. We can see some of the stuff. Clean the detergent dispenser. So this is stuff that you can do yourself. Water's not coming on because it's too much detergent. So if a tech come out and that's what the issue is, and it's because of that, they're not going to cover that. All right, so you want to consider that. Look at the joint, read the joint. I'm gonna go through some of this joint. Really, all right, leveling. That's a big issue there. All right, so you want to make sure it's leveled properly. So I'm just gonna go through all this, man, because this is extremely helpful. Again, I was not expecting this much, so I'm kind of glad we went through this. And I like the way that they are actually just letting you know beforehand, so that you won't be surprised or stunned if some of the stuff is not covered, because it's in the owner's manual. All right, so then of course we're going to dive in another portion of this video, man, so that we can knock out this LG front load wash machine. All right, so this portion of the video, we're going to focus on the parts, right? How much is going to cost you if this wash machine is out of the manufacturer warranty and you got to pay out of pocket to repair it. All right, so we're going to discuss some of the common issues that does go bad. We're also going to discuss and show you some of the parts that's covered under the manufacturer warranty, so you can see those as well. And dissect this appliance as far as the parts, and just try to give you an estimate on how much it will possibly be as far as if you decide that you want to get it repaired. All right, so keep in mind we do have the parts video as well, so you can check that out so you know exactly how much it's going to cost you if you decide to purchase this front load LG wash machine. All right, so right now I'm on an LG site at lgparts.com, and you of course put your model number in. Once you put your model number in, you hit search, and then of course you scroll down, and then you're able to see some parts. All right, these parts, bearings, bellows, stuff like that, those are like, you know, they're bellows. You can see some of the pictures and images. So let me load up some of these so you can see. Extremely inexpensive, right? $13.95. Bearings, we don't really replace the whole entire bearings, we replace the tub. So if you need to replace the bearings, we normally go with the whole entire tub, and that's the rear tub in the back, and we're going to show you that as well, because it's not really worth it. All right, so you might as well replace the whole entire thing. All right, so not much here other than bellows and bearings. All right, so let's move. You have the casing for the pump. again, that's just the casing. There's nothing, no issue there. So let's move forward to some parts. If you happen to need a dispenser, box or cap, you can order the stuff yourself. If they break, stuff like that, it's plastic, $10.95. So you can see there, this is stuff that you could get yourself, and it's gonna have the part numbers as well. All right, nothing major there. So let's dive into something of importance. All right, so we have the front cover. All right, so this is the front cover to the LG front load wash machine. What can happen if the drum is broken, it pushes the tub forward, right? And if the tub is pushed forward, it's gonna rip up the gasket, or it can rip up the front tub, all right? So that's the front one. Right now it's saying it's no longer available. This is a part that's not covered under the 10-year warranty or any lifetime warranty or anything like that. So you can check it out at a different site to see if it's available, but according to LG, it right now is saying that it's not. All right. So let's see what else we have. We have a clamp. All right, so there's two clamps. There's one in the front to clamp the gasket to the front portion of the door if you're facing the wash machine this way, and then there's the clamp that goes over the actual front drum that we just showed you in a previous video. I just showed you a few minutes ago. All right, so that is a clamp for that, but this one is in the front. So normally when we replace the gasket, we replace this clamp as well. It's what normally happens with this particular part. It wears out, it can get rusted, so water can actually drip on the front portion of the wash machine. So, right, so that's a sign that you probably either need a new gasket, or you could check the clamp just to make sure it's pretty tight. All right, so let me go through that and go back some. All right, let's see the other clamp. All right, so this clamp is a little bit different. You can see it there. Load it up, blah, 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 blah. There you go, encompass. All right, so that's it there. All right, cool. That's how it looks. It's a little bit different from the original one. All right, so what's the price on that? That's $10.95. Okay, cool. Easy, cheap. All right, so I don't see anything there. This is just the chamber, air chamber. Again, not a common issue. Simple stuff. I don't really want to talk about any of those. I'm just gonna really go into a lot of the common issues. All right, so let's dive into the door boot seal. All right, so this is the gasket that can rip up. This is the gasket that can develop mold and smell, punctured holes in it. So we're seeing it all. There's clothes or socks that get trapped inside of there as well. All right, so this is just a full picture of the gasket. That part alone, you're looking at $118.95. Again, when you're replacing this gasket, you want to replace the gasket and the front clamp that's on the front of the door when you're facing the door this way. So I think that part was like 10 bucks. This part is $118. So let's round it up to $130. $10 part, $140. So if you're looking at parts and labor, $140 for the parts, $150 for the labor, you're looking at $290, right? When you're, as far as this repair, no markup, no taxes. So that's on average. So you're gonna probably pay from $290 up, well, you know, I wouldn't say well over, but a little bit more than 300 bucks. So you might pay $350, $360 to get this done. All right, so because you got to order both parts. All right, it's best that way. All right, so that's cool. Filter board, I've seen this where it's shorted out and burned out. Not really a common issue, but it can happen, right? So if your filter board is bad, $46.95. That's it there. Really cheap board, because again, that's it. It has a fuse on it, everything else. All right, let's see. Let's look at the door. Man, so this is the front door with the digital display. Let's see what we got. Yeah, sit right there. You can see everything with the door. If you need to get this door done, man, this is gonna cost you some bread. $346.95. If we round it up, it's gonna probably cost you at least $400 for this, right? Then you got to factor in labor, 400 part, labor 150. Looking at about 500 to 600 bucks at least to replace this part and put a new door in. All right, not a common issue, but you still want to be careful how you clean it, because again, it's a touch screen for the door, so it's electronics. Be super careful. All right, you don't want that to happen. Suspensions don't really wear out that bad, but if you happen to need a suspension, it's $11.95 for one. All right, so that's cool there. So Let's dive into some of these. The heater, right? That heats stuff up. Again, I don't replace these as much. Not a common issue, but I have replaced at least one. 56.95. All right. This is what heats up the water and stuff like that. So you want to consider that when you're doing it. All right. So let's see what we got and what we can find. Water hoses. These are water hoses you can get from Lowe's and Home Depot. All right. Go to Lowe's. Go to Home Depot. Replace your water hoses every 5 years. When you start to see them seeing rust on the water hoses, you need to replace them. Because if you're not home and that was to burst, you're gonna have water that's gonna flood your home. All right, so keep that in mind. Every 5 years, replace them. You can at least check them out, evaluate them, make sure that they are all right. Drain hose. All right. Not really a common issue for the drain hose to really need to be repaired. I have done it before, but again, not a lot. It's $36.95. Real inexpensive part. All right, so that's cool there. Let me zoom in a little bit, because again, I want people to be able to see what it is that we're looking at, or what you're looking at, because I can see it clear since the rain is gone. Psych. All right, let's dive into. This is the display control board. All right, so this is the display control board. Normally these display control boards are really good. All right, they're really good. They're really well built. Not a lot of issues with these, but if you do need to replace it, it's right now, excuse me, $187.95. You probably almost 200 bucks. Then you got to factor in labor, so $350, $400. Yeah, that's how much it's going to cost. All right. So if you're having issues where it might be completely dead, you're trying to turn a knob and it doesn't turn. So this is where I've said turn a knob, there's no knob on there. You try to press the buttons and it's not really communicating. I forgot, I thought it had a knob on it. Pretty common issue here. This drain pump, it's a real issue. It happens all the time. One of the main issues with the LG washing machine is this drain pump tends to go bad. All right, sometimes you can find stuff inside the filter. You can clean the filter out. I think they're recommending, I would say every 3 to 6 months. So at least do it twice a year, at least. All right, the drain pump will allow the unit to give an error code because it's not draining. You can hear a loud noise when the drain pump is trying to spin. So those are some of the indication that you might have when you're dealing with this unit. So you want to consider that, but this is a common issue. All right, real common issue. You have the recirculating pump, not a real issue, because all it does is circulate water back into the machine, right? So I don't really replace those at all. Alright, so I don't see, let's go, let's see what else we got on here. Alright, so when we're talking about the 10-year warranty, this is the part. This is the stator, all right? So that's gonna be covered under the manufacturer warranty for a certain period of time. But if you don't have it, it's $181.95, right? That's how much it's gonna cost you if you don't have it, all right? So again, 200 bucks, labor, okay? So when we're talking about the inner tub, this is the spider. This is the part that typically breaks in half and causes the machine to push the drum forward, right? And it rips up everything that's in the front, makes loud noise, burning smell. But we normally replace the drum with it as well because it comes as an assembly. So if the drum is no longer available, then we just replace the spider and put a new spider on. All right, so that part again is $181.95. All right, so that's cool there. Another part that's covered under the 10-year warranty, the rotor. Right, so the stator sits inside of there. Inside of that, it has like magnets and it rotates. So when you see that, that's good there as well, right? Part that's covered, that's cool, awesome. $105.95. Inside of it can wear out, so if the drum is trying to spin, it won't spin. All right, so you want to keep that in mind as well. That's pretty cool. All right, let's dive into this joint. Power cord, your control board, $187.95. Is this a common issue? It happens. Wouldn't say every particular. I've replaced a couple, not a lot, but you're just gonna keep an eye on it. All right, just keep an eye on it. Sometimes they do go bad, they burn up. But just keep an eye on it. $187.95. All right, $187.95. All right, so this is another common issue here. The water valve, the solenoid tends to leak water. So there's times when you're not using the machine and there's water on the floor. It drips in the back on the floor, then it runs up to the front. $12.95 if you need to replace that part. Another one with the solenoid, it's mostly the cold water side. So the one I showed you before was the hot. So now this is the cold. You're looking at $36.95 as far as that part. All right, it's gonna cost you some bread for that. So that's where we are right now, $36.95. Common issue, both of those are common issues, right? The screen could get clogged up. Oh, there you go. Ooh, rotation. All right, so the screen, can you stop it? I forgot you got the 360 spin. All right, so the screen there, right inside of there, you can stop it. The screen can get clogged up, give you error code saying that the water pressure is low, so you can clean that out as well. I've replaced a few of these parts and I've cleaned out that filter as well. You know, so keep that in mind. All right, so this is the the drum that's in the back rear drum, right? So that's $320.95. When I told you guys about the bearings that's in it, that's what comes with it. All right, so that's everything that you see there. So most people are just gonna order that because it's easier. It's not easy to put those bearings in. All right, so this is the washer in the drum. Like I stated before, it comes with the spider up top. All right, so this is what we're getting. It breaks at times inside of here. Then your machine makes loud noise and rips everything up and all that type of stuff. All right, so this is a part that's covered for the lifetime of the wash machine. Just the part, no labor. All right, so keep that in mind as well. That's it. All right, so right now it's saying it's not available. You can search other parts resources that you can use as well. That's going to help you to find these parts. All right, so that's cool. Cool. You got your pressure switch, not a common issue. Those are normally reliable. This is what allows you to dictate how much water comes inside the machine. Sometimes as the soil is high, medium, or low, this is what detects the water pressure. Key part. All right, that would cause your washing machine to flood water all over the place. If it's clogged up, the hose that's connected to it, if that's clogged up, if the hose is disconnected, it just fills up with a whole bunch of water. All right, you have your door switch assembly, not a common issue, but I've replaced a few. That's $56.95. As you can see, it's not that expensive, so I really like the prices on these parts. Nothing outrageous that's going to cost you a lot of money. All right, but again, you got to factor in price. Wire harness. The only issue that I have, not this wire harness here, there's a wire harness in the back that connects to your motor. That sometimes give issues because of all the back and forth that the machine does. It pulls on the wire harness and can short it out. But not this one. This is $92.85. So I don't think it's that one. Hopefully they show the one that I'm talking about, because that one is connected to the motor. All right, it's cool there. You got your power cord. No power cord. Power cord. Let's see what else. All right, so that's it. As far as all the parts and component, it doesn't have the wire harness there, so I wasn't able to find it. But again, for this LG front load unit, this is the parts portion of the video, and we're also going to do the pedestal. It's a pedestal, so we're going to break down the pedestal as well along with this machine. We're going to break down both of them so that you can actually see that as well. All right, so we'll talk about that till next time. All right, so now we're going to focus on the overall review and let you know exactly how we feel about this front load LG washer. Man, you already know, man, from going through all the pricing, from going through the warranty, going through the parts, functions and features. We're going to give you our overall grade to let you know how we feel about it after all that we did. Take the time, go in the lab, man, to dissect this unit. All right, we can start off with the manufacturer warranty. All right, let me get my notes. As far as the manufacturer warranty, man, you're already getting a 1-year manufacturer warranty, both parts and labor. That's good. Great, industry standard. I ain't tripping off of that. They also giving you another 10-year warranty on the rotor, on the stator, and on the hall sensor. All right, just the parts. All right, so if you got to factor that in, if a technician has to come out from LG, then of course you have to pay for the labor. They will cover the parts. Man, and also they give you a lifetime warranty on the stainless steel tub. All right, this is a common issue for front load wash machines. All right, so they're covering that for the lifetime of the appliance, just the parts. That's going to save you a couple dollars. So as far as the warranty, we love the warranty. All right, so we're going to give it a 5. Give the warranty a 5. That's what we're doing. We're excited about it. All right, so let's jump on to the next thing. Let's talk about price. How much it's going to cost you? It might cost you a little. It might cost you a lot. Whatever it is, it's going to cost you. All right, so you're looking at about $1,700. I would say roughly about $2,000 for this wash machine. All right, this is the top of the line LG washer. They come in at 5.2 cubic and they also come in at 6.2 cubic. All right, so you have to factor that in as well. But everything that you're getting with this unit, you're spending about $1,700 to about $2,000. You might want to search around a little bit to see if you can find an open box, because that's exactly what we did. It was roughly about $1,000 for the open box that we saw in the Best Buy store. But that's what you're gonna pay for the unit. All right, so right now it's about $1,700 to about $2,000. So the grade that we're gonna give for the pricing is a 3, because that's about average. All right, so if they would have came down a little bit more, of course the grade would have been a little bit higher. But I see why they charge you this much money. Man, I'd have charged you this much money for everything that they're giving you. But you know, it is what it is. So let's move on. Next thing, parts. Man, let's focus on some of the things that normally goes bad on this LG unit. All right. The water valves, that's a common issue. Those water valves are either clogged up, that's common, that happens, or the solenoid starts leaking water. So sometimes your wash machine would leak when you're not even using it. So by the time you leave and you go home and you chill with the fam, come back out, notice there's water underneath the wash machine. You haven't even used it. You might want to check that water valve, call a service tech to come out to check that, because that's normally one of the common issues that does go bad. All right, so we don't really like that. The other one is the drain pump. Drain pump gets clogged up because of what's in your pocket, so you want to check that. Check your pockets before you use your wash machine. Take that stuff out your clothes, because it's going to affect your washer. It could damage your motor. And that drain pump goes bad quite often. All right, I've replaced a whole bunch of those within the last year or so. It happens, but the great and fortunate thing is it does not cost you that much. All right, so the water valve is an issue. The drain pump is an issue. The gasket leaks, that's another common issue as well. That's $100 and something for that part. And of course you always want to remember, replace the clamp. That's another issue there. Outside of that, I think that's mostly it. That's mostly all the issues that normally goes bad when you're dealing with this LG wash machine. So as far as the price, if you need to replace the door, you know that's going to cost you a grip. That's about $300 to $400. That's not even markup. That's not even taxes. It's going to cost you. Your control board is pretty reliable, so you don't really have to worry about that. But that's going to cost you a few hundred bucks as well. So you got to think about that. The drum you covered for the lifetime, so you ain't got to worry about that expense. And if you need the stator, the rotor, or the hall sensor, that's going to be covered as well. But yeah, that's what you're going to pay. So as far as the parts, we're giving it a 3. So that's what we're giving it. So let's go to the fun part. The functions and the features. Let's see what we got. Functions and the features. Man, you talking about a fully loaded wash machine. Ain't no wash machine on the market this fully loaded. I'm telling you that off the top and being honest and truthful. One, let's talk about some of the functions and features that it has. One, it has a steam setting. On the left side, you have your steam and your sensor setting. And I think the jumbo is the last steam and sensor setting that you might have. And the rest is manual, right? So you can do that. It has the antibacterial. Loving that feature on there. You can use that, or allergen, right? Dealing with your allergies, man. We already know pollen is at an all-time high right now. So when you're dealing with that, man, your washing machine can help you with that as well. You have remote start. Man, you can start the washing machine. You can actually do laundry stats. Check the stats on the laundry when you through the app that LG has on that joint. They have the thin Q where you can get, that's a part of it, and then you have the self-diagnostic joint where you can communicate with your washing machine, call the LG representative. They'll be able to notify you what's wrong with the machine by the sounds that it make with the thin Q. Yo, You have the tub clean, of course, that's an awesome feature there. You have the smart grid. If you want to save energy, you can contact your local electrical company or power company to help you so that your washing machine you could communicate with that so you can use your washing machine at peak hours. Man, that's, oh my God. And the front of the door is shutting it down. You have that too. Oh my God, the front of the door with the huge display and everything that control. Man, you talking about some options, you talking about some functions, you talking about some features. I can't even remember them all because there's so much stuff that this machine has. It's so fully loaded and it's huge and it's big. You can put so much stuff in it. Yo, you already know what we gonna give this joint. We're giving this a 5 off the top, man. This is an awesome functions and features. One of the most, again, fully loaded washer machine LG has made, man. So we're giving it a 5. So let's go over this joint real quick. Warranty 5, price 3, parts 3, functions and features 5. You already know, adding that all up is 16, dividing it by 4. Your GPA for this joint is a 4, so we're gonna give it a grade of an A. Man, this washing machine is fully loaded and awesome, and we will, as you can see, recommend this appliance for anyone that wants to get this joint, that wants to purchase this appliance, man, because it's fully loaded. Don't forget, it costs you some bread, man. So if you want something that's fully loaded, I will recommend purchasing this one. It's really tight. We really love it. Outside of that, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Report. You already know what time it is. You help me, I help you. We both help each other. Until next time, I am out of here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace.